Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. It's Chemical Angel and we're here going to be reacting to Caleb's Hidden Waves. So this is the second card that I have for him that's part of the permanent 5-star for his X-Space Echo. I don't have the last 5-star for his permanent stuff yet because I'm just waiting for the 10-day event where you can technically get that card for free. So I'm just waiting for that. So once I get that card for free, I'll react to that one last. It may be, whenever. But yeah, we're gonna be checking this one. Oh, and it says today Kayla gets to lean on me for a change. He looks so, you know. Yeah, let's see what the story is all about. And it looks pretty sad. Like from the little preview alone.
It's pouring outside. You know, the weather's been unpredictable lately. One minute it's hot, and the next it's cold. And everyone's getting sick. It sucks.
I thought you were still recovering, so you wouldn't be able to meet up this time.
But I haven't seen you in forever.
Yeah, we don't hang out much these days. You've been so busy since becoming a hunter. Oh, right. Take care of yourself out there.
Don't worry, I'll come back to Skyhaven when I get the chance. It's already midnight when we leave the cafe. I finished catching up with two friends I haven't seen in a long time. As the rain falls, I rummage through my bag for an umbrella and my phone.
We had such a great time, and I lost track of time. Not to mention, it's hard to get a taxi around here.
Crap! I quickly see several missed calls from Caleb on my phone screen. I promised Caleb I'd be home before 12 when I left.
What's wrong?
Can I stay at your place tonight?
Why? Is there something scary waiting for you at home? Why do you look so worried?
It's probably because I'm home.
No. Oh, oh my god. He's right there. Not knowing when Caleb arrived, I can only turn around with unease. I watch as he approaches. His umbrella is already above my head before he's standing right before me.
Skyhaven isn't very safe tonight. I can drive all of you home.
Thanks, but you don't have to. My apartment is right across the street.
Mine's nearby too. You don't need to trouble yourself.
He's here to pick you up, right? Do you still want to stay over at my place?
No, it's okay.
Then we'll get going now.
Yeah, see you later.
As my friends leave, they cast a worried look at me. Oh, they see Caleb and they're thinking like, oh my god, there's something scary that's gonna happen. I think she was worried, like, our MC was worried that she told him, oh, like, I was gonna be back at a certain time and that didn't happen. So that's why she started panicking. But I was hoping that she wasn't like super sick. It was gonna be that bad though. Caleb, I wasn't ignoring your calls on purpose. I was chatting with my friends and I didn't notice my phone was ringing.
Yeah, I figured as much. You ordered coffee 3 times. You really were into the conversation and lost track of time.
You ordered coffee 3 times? Has he even Wow, Caleb, I feel like he tracks us on everything. Wow. Like, how did he know? When did you get here? And why didn't you go inside the cafe?
You were laughing up a storm. I didn't want to interrupt.
He was waiting that whole time for her. Seeing how drenched his shoulders are, I feel even more guilty. Yeah, like, he was really waiting for her to come back. And then when she didn't come at the certain time, he just pretty much went to where she was at and just waited for her to be done. Like, he didn't want, like he said, he didn't want to interrupt. That's, oh my god. He must have been standing outside for a long time. You didn't have to pick me up. I could have gone home by myself or just stayed.
You have a home. Here. Besides, Skyhaven isn't as safe as you think it is.
Isn't this place safe with the guards on patrol?
They should consider themselves lucky if they can hold on to their lives.
He leads me to the car. The rain becomes heavier. Its pitter-pattering irritates me for some reason.
If I hadn't picked you up, you would have gone to your friend's place, right? Then you'd message me with an apology. Oh, and throw in a cute emoji as the cherry on top. With that done, you'd put your phone away and curl up into a ball to sleep. You wouldn't even dare to check my response.
Wow.
You'd wait it out and believe I wouldn't be upset. And once I'm away on a mission or something, you would sneak back into the house and pretend nothing happened, right?
Whoa, like, man, he got the whole plan out. Like, figured out what is happening. He goes through my plan with impeccable accuracy. My face is flushed as I feel I should defend myself. Okay, but...
Get in. It's cold outside.
Inside the car, Caleb switches on the air conditioning, and once it starts moving, I open my mouth. Caleb, I'm an adult. I have stuff to do. And I'm a hunter. I know how to protect myself.
Yeah, there are guards on patrol. But you have no idea how they slack off while on the job. Especially when no one's looking.
Right. Only you are the epitome of dedication and hard work, Colonel. Annoyed, I say these words before looking out the car window. A cool sensation hits my face as Caleb's fingers touch the area below my eye. Confused by this unexpected touch, I turn my head.
I thought you were crying.
I'm not. Besides, this isn't the first time we've argued.
Then don't fall asleep in the car.
Why should I listen to you?
Sleep can make memories more intense before bedtime. And right now, I'm Caleb the Loathsome.
Oh, like he wants her to have better dreams of him instead of him being this way right now. Oh, that means you end up as Caleb the annoyed lord who deserves to be hated when I wake up? So what happened this time? He uses the turn signal without really answering my question.
The fleet's still keeping things under wraps. But it'll be on the news tomorrow.
I guess it was something unusual. That explains it. If nothing happened, you wouldn't be acting weird, right?
You think I've been acting weird?
Think whatever you want. I lean back against the seat. As I watch the scenery outside glide past me, my eyelids grow heavier and heavier.
A world built on ruins is an illusion. It was in ruins before, which means it can be destroyed again.
Caleb's voice, hard to make out, reaches me.
A ruined world doesn't deserve you.
Was he talking to us or like himself about it? I wake up, sunlight streams in through the partially closed curtains.
Good morning!
Oh, the auto that he built is still here. Okay, that's cool. Oh, look at that little like face. It's already a new day. Memories flood my mind as I recall everything that happened after Caleb picked me up last night. He told me to check the news today. I immediately grabbed my phone. There's a headline about the tragic death of a fleet officer who was attacked by a wanderer while on his way home. So that's why Caleb was in a rush to take me home. Was I too mean to him last night?
How may I help you?
Can you apologize to Caleb for me?
I'm sorry. I don't understand what the command is.
Okay. Why hasn't anyone developed an AI that can apologize on other people's behalf? AIs are taking over. I get out of bed, and after freshening up, I knock on the door to Caleb's room. I don't get a response. Did he go out?
I am currently checking Caleb's movement log for today. Caleb hasn't gone out yet.
He might be still sleeping, or he's still in his room. Caleb, are you there? Just as I'm about to knock again, my phone suddenly buzzes. I'm home, not feeling well, so I'm gonna rest. Oh, did he get sick because he waited on the rain for her that whole time? Oh my god. We have to take care of him. How come? Are you sick? It's just a fever. I'll be fine after sleeping for a bit. What's your temperature? Open the door and let me look at you. I'm fine, don't worry. I turned the doorknob only to find out that the door is locked. Okay. Okay, phone, damn. He didn't want to freaking press. Caleb, you don't have to hide because of a fever. Why did you lock the door? I don't hear any noises coming from inside his room. Caleb, are you still mad at me? I want to apologize, but we need to talk face to face. Open the door so you can see how sincere I am. It's then that I hear Caleb's voice.
I'm not mad, and you don't need to apologize.
I've never heard him sound so exhausted before. It's as if he's been drained of all his strength. Concerned, I knock on the door again. Caleb, open the door. I haven't finished reading a book. I almost forgot I left it in your room. There are rustling sounds on the other side of the door. As soon as he opens the door, I try to squeeze in through the gap. However, Caleb stands in the way. He pushes me out while shoving a book into my hands.
Take it and stop knocking, Pipsqueak.
Wow. As I approach him, I immediately sense the heat that's radiating from his body. However, he swiftly grabs my hand when I try to touch his forehead. Did you get sick because you waited for me outside the cafe and got caught in the rain?
Don't blame yourself. And it has nothing to do with you. I've taken some medicine. I'll be fine.
Yes, we feel guilty. That's not right. At least don't lock the door. Let me in so I can take care of you.
Have you ever seen me be defeated by something as small as this? I can handle it. Don't you have your own stuff to do? Focus on that.
Caleb. I make another desperate attempt to push past Caleb and into the bedroom, but the door closes right in front of me. Let's see how long you can keep up this tough guy act. I've been racking my brain since noon. I come up with countless excuses to convince Caleb to open the door, but it's all in vain. Night falls in the blink of an eye. Carrying some food back home, I head to the kitchen. I'm going to cook a meal for him. For some reason, a heaviness lingers in my heart. Cold water rushes down my hand. I realize that this experience is somewhat unfamiliar to me. Caleb is staying at home while I take care of things around the house. And when I turn on the faucet, his hand would usually reach out and pull me away from the table. Holding a tray with a bowl of porridge, I make my way to Caleb's room. Unsurprisingly, the door is still locked. Standing before the door, I gently knock on it. Caleb, I made you some food. No noise comes from the other side of the door. I got scratched by a stray cat when I was outside earlier. It hurts. Can you open the door and help me check it?
I'm pretty sure you said stray cats always welcomed you with open paws. Remember to review your past lies before you tell a new one next time.
Wow. Using a lot more force, I knock on the door again and again. If I had a fever and locked myself in the room, you would have already kicked the door down. Why can't I do the same thing to you? Caleb, you're the epitome of a double standards in Skyhaven. I will see you today. I'll just pick the lock if you keep the door shut.
Here's a friendly reminder. When you're asking for help, you should gently approach them.
We're trying to be gentle, but it's not working out so well. The heavy door quietly stands before me. It's as if it will never open. Caleb, what are you afraid of? No response. Sighing, I put down the tray. In the dark corridor, I crouch down and place my hand on the door between us. In the silence, a soft click reaches my ears. I quickly stand up and turn the doorknob. The door opens. Caleb lies down on the bed. He speaks in a hoarse and resigned manner.
I told you, I'm fine. I wasn't lying.
But you kept yourself locked inside. I'm worried about you. A chuckle tinged in self-mockery escapes him.
How can I keep up the tough guy act if I let you see me like this?
Idiot. Do you really have the energy to joke when you sound like that? You look so red, you can see the redness in his face. I sit down on the edge of the bed. Caleb turns over, but he's facing away from me. I reach out and touch his forehead. Oh. You're still hot. If only you hadn't picked me up last night.
I already said it has nothing to do with you. I got sick because I was overworked and didn't get enough rest.
I can't help but touch his cheek. First things first, eat this porridge. I also have meds for your fever. Where's the thermometer? Let's check your temperature.
While I'm kinda used to you being bossy, I don't feel like playing along.
I'll take his temperature. 39.2 degrees Celsius. You still have a fever. Right now you have no choice but to...
It was better this morning. I feel like a champ right now.
You're a champ at acting tough, I'll give you that.
When have I ever lied to you?
His voice is deeper, and for a moment I don't know how to respond. Instead of saying something, I move the pillow to let him sort of sit up on bed. Holding the bowl, I stir the porridge that's still hot.
You can't think of anything.
Because there's a lot I could say, and by the time I'm done, the porridge would have gone cold.
When I went to Skyhaven for college, I promised to call you every week. Have I ever gone back on my word?
With my head lowered, I continue stirring.
When we were kids, I'd get anything for you so long as you asked for it. Was there ever an exception?
Enough of the small talk. Caleb, you said you never hurt me.
Do you feel like everything I do is supposed to hurt you?
Your inability to believe I could protect myself hurts me. Also, locking yourself in your room and not letting me see you when you're sick is hurting yourself, which indirectly hurts me. Why aren't you saying anything? If you think I'm wrong, you're free to correct me. He's still silent like a fragile snail as he retreats into his protective shell. I hold out the bowl of porridge for him. Eat. If you don't finish it by today, I'll hug you again tomorrow. Or I'll bug you
You really
tomorrow.
enjoy taking care of sick people, huh?
I said hug, but it's bug. Though hugging is good too, I guess. He points at the bowl.
Give it to me.
Caleb finishes the porridge and takes his medicine. I remain by his side and watch over him until the moon rises. Drowsiness washes over me. Struggling to stay awake, I prop my chin up on my hand.
Tired?
A little. I'll return to my room once your fever's gone down.
You can take a nap here.
I stop rubbing my eyes once he says that. With my eyes half closed, I see he's making space for me on the bed. Scoot over some more. We're gonna lay on the bed with him while he's sick?
Do you also want more of the blanket?
Wrapping the blanket around me, I drape my arm over Caleb to ensure he's still covered. I want more of the pillow too.
You're demanding so much from a pitiful sick person. Use my arm instead.
I rest my head on his right arm while Caleb leans against the headboard. He gazes down at me.
I barely remember the last time I looked at you like this.
How come I don't remember?
You were sleeping. You even drooled, you know. I couldn't help but wonder what tasty food was in your dreams.
Caleb, I think you look super handsome when you're quiet. Why don't you try shutting up for once? Oh my god.
Sure.
Finally, a faint smile appears on his face. He smooths out my hair as his gaze finds his way back to me. Feeling slightly awkward, I look away from his face. Instead, I focus on his slender neck until I see a silver chain. The necklace I gave him securely hangs from his neck and touches his chest. He wears that freaking necklace every day, all day, 24/7. That's how much, like, the importance is for him. And it's really sweet that like he treasures so much that he's wearing all the time. He mentions that he gets it cleaned often so it doesn't get messed up. Like, he really takes care of it a lot, just because it's such a significance to them two together. Oh. Okay, my dude. I don't want to get, like, content warning of you breathing like I did with Xavier. Before me lies Caleb, the person I can't be any more familiar with, yet sometimes he still feels like a stranger.
Hey, I have to tell you something.
I avoid his gaze as if I was caught red-handed. I'm listening.
Let's make up.
Aww. What do you mean?
We fought last night. Don't tell me you already forgot.
Well, we did try to apologize to you earlier, but I didn't, but
Then we should patch things up like we always do after every argument.
you still haven't told me why you refused to let me in, and why you changed your mind. Up the face. You're scared, right? You're afraid I'll see your weakness.
You want to see my weakness? Well, now you have.
It's me. So you have a fever when your ears are red?
Let's go with that.
I think your fever's gone down. Check his temperature.
You still want to confirm it? You're even copying what I do when you're sick?
It's so interesting that for like, oh god, it's interesting to see that for Asian like cultures, or like you see like in animes, or like in other like Chinese and whatever. It's just like Asian culture in general. Like they always check like people's temperature by when they at least if they're close enough to the person, they'll check with their foreheads touching each other. But like literally, I think no one in America does that. Like that's not a thing like whatsoever. Like, yeah, you touched them by, like, you touched their forehead with your hand. But that's literally it. Or you just get the thermometer, and that's it. But, like, I've always noticed that they do it, like, where they touch each other's foreheads together really closely. Just to check how bad the temperature is for them. It's a really weird, interesting thing that they do. But it's not something that literally happens here in America. Oh god, that was so freaking quick. Kayla, what can I do to make you feel better?
Sick. You never wanted to be alone. You made me sing for you. Then you'd complain, say I sucked, and cover my mouth.
Then I'll sing for you. Is that okay? Can we not game? Yeah, I'm just gonna cut this whole part. I'm not having this shit happen. Does that count? Okay, never mind. We don't have to cut it. Okay, good. Was it bad?
Not at all.
Thank you. My silence was great. Oh my god. Wow. It's like he wants to so badly, but he's like he knows like yeah he will cross the line if he really pushes it forward. So he's like so close yet so far with this relationship that they have together. It's Caleb, you're still messing around. You're not letting me see your weakness.
Don't go.
I've never kept anything from you. The same can't be said about you. Yeah, okay.
Can't have any weaknesses. Then you'll feel safe relying on me.
But I don't want to stand behind you. I want to stand by your side.
Do you feel it? This is my weakness. She's here.
Oh, I knew it, yeah.
For a long time, she's been here.
Oh, look at them. Time slips away unnoticed. Only when moonlight casts a soft glow on the wall above the head does Halo breaks the silence.
We're good now?
Caleb, I think I understand how you felt when you picked me up last night. Can you forgive me?
Of course. I'm pretty sure it's a fever anyway. I'll be good as new in no time. I'm afraid that if you see me at my lowest, you won't believe I can always protect you. Come a little closer.
I move towards him and smooth out the wrinkles on his clothes. Arguing at dawn and making up before nighttime. Caleb and I don't hold grudges overnight.
You shouldn't forgive me so easily. Or else I'll want to keep testing your limits.
Okay. Boy, you can't be saying stuff like that. You can't be saying stuff like that. Suddenly the arms around me tighten their grip. I almost want to free myself, yet as soon as he senses this, he holds me even tighter. He refuses to let me go. Caleb. A lot of people say the knife that hurts the most isn't wielded by your enemies. The people closest to you have it. Wow, yeah, that's true, yeah. We're the closest people to each other. We never hurt each other.
Are you afraid I'll hurt you?
Do you think you could hurt me like this?
You're right. It turns out a simple illness can easily knock me off my feet. Speaking of which, whenever you were sick as a kid, you'd use that as an opportunity to make me fulfill one of your requests.
I cup his cheek to offer him solace. Well, Caleb's an adult now. I can also do that.
Yeah?
Caleb holds my hand that's pressed against his cheek. The warmth from his palm flows through me. He thinks for a moment before speaking slowly.
I want you to stay here. Stay with me. Please, spend the next 100 years with me.
Oh my god. Oh man. I feel so bad. Like just, this is so. Oh man. I look at him only to see even his breaths appear restrained. Right here?
Lincoln or Skyhaven, it doesn't matter. It can be anywhere so long as you're by my side.
But I might not live 100 years.
Don't you always say I'm in great shape? You'll be around for however many years I'm alive and kicking.
But we're not the same person.
True. We're not. cat got your tongue? Do you think my request is too much?
Caleb, 100 years is too long. I can't promise you that. Not yet. If a person makes a promise and then breaks it, well, that's the cruelest thing anyone can do.
It's okay if you can't give me an answer right now. But for you, I'll do it.
Like, if we told him to spend 100 years with us, he would totally
You won't
be...
stand behind me. I'll let you stand by my side.
Oh, that was cute. Oh, man. Yeah, like, if we asked him to spend 100 years with us, he would say yes in a heartbeat. The fact that he's so, like wants her to be there all the time. Like, he's always mentioning that a lot. That he would do anything if he could have her by his side. Yeah, it kind of sucks. Like, yeah, he waited for us at the beginning of the story, and then when we were finally leaving, that's when, you know, he came to get us. But we were, it was our fault he got sick for this one day. But it was a cute moment to take care of him. But at the same time, I'm like, damn, we didn't get sick since we freaking laid down with him. Yeah, this was really cute. It was just another sick story. Sorry if I'm sounding like kind of like sluggish, but I'm like slightly tired. I'm recording this like in the middle of the night, so I'm kind of like bonkers out here. But yeah, it was overall a nice story. Took care of him. They made up, like he said. It's, you know, they had a small argument, but they made up quickly. It didn't matter. And yeah, his request is not a bad thing. Like I said, he wants her to be with him always. He's willing to do whatever he can to have her be with him always. And I think she would be the same way too. Like, she will want him to be there for her, and he would just say yes. Like, I think he would just say yes immediately to it. He would do anything. So it's sad because he feels like having her see him be sick is just a big problem, because he's like, I had to be like the straight, big, strong, like, older brother to you, that you know that I'm still trying to be there to protect you and make sure you're good, and I can't be weak in any way, shapes, or possible. So it's just, yeah. But him lowering his, he's showing off his weakness. No, like we said, we knew that it was her. Like, obviously the weakness is her, and she's like, she's been there in my heart this whole time. Like, it's he makes me so sad. I don't know, like, because of the situation that they had to. It just makes me overall so sad. But yeah, that is it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this story. What do you think about it, and how he is acting with it? How, acting with the situation with him. Doesn't want to show weakness because he knows, he has to be strong enough to protect her, especially with the situation too. That he's technically sacrificing himself so she would not get like targeted. It makes it even sadder in a way. So yeah, that's it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Like and subscribe. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Bye bye.